The Silent Watchers. I thought I had reached my breaking point. I thought the paranoia, the dread, and the ceaseless sense of being watched were the worst it could get. But I was wrong. The worst hadn't even begun. I stopped trying to fight them. What was the point? Every camera I destroyed was replaced. Every device I threw away was somehow returned to me, as if mocking my futile attempts to escape. I lived in darkness, the windows covered with thick blankets, every light turned off, but it didn't matter. They saw me in the dark. They always saw me. It started with the voices. They whispered to me at night, soft and close, as though someone was standing just inches from my ear. At first I thought I was losing my mind, that the stress and sleepless nights had finally fractured my sanity. But the whispers were specific. They said my name. They described what I was wearing, what I was doing, even what I was thinking. One night, as I sat curled up on the sofa, the television turned on by itself. The screen was static at first, crackling and hissing. Then it cleared. I was looking at a live feed of myself, sitting on the sofa, but something wasn't right. In the video, I wasn't alone. A figure stood behind me, tall and motionless. Its face was hidden beneath a smooth black mask, featureless and reflective. I spun around, heart pounding, but there was no one there. When I turned back to the screen, the figure was closer, leaning over me, its head tilted as if studying me. The TV went dark. The next day I woke up to find my reflection wasn't my own. I was brushing my teeth when I looked up at the mirror and froze. The person staring back at me wasn't me. They looked like me. Same face, same clothes, but their expression was wrong. Their eyes were wide, unblinking, their mouth stretched into a grotesque smile. I backed away, but they didn't move. They just stood there, smiling. I smashed the mirror with my fist, but it didn't shatter. It bent, rippled like water, and then it was gone. My reflection returned to normal, but I couldn't bring myself to look at it anymore. They were in the walls now. I could hear them at all hours, whispering, scratching, moving. Sometimes I'd see something in my peripheral vision, a flicker of movement, a shadow too large to belong to anything in the flat. Once I woke up to find handprints smeared across the walls, dozens of them, like someone had been pacing the room, dragging their fingers along the surface. The handprints weren't mine. The messages on my devices became more personal. At first they were taunts, vague and unsettling. "We see you, you can't run." But then they started mentioning things I'd never told anyone, things I'd never said out loud, my childhood fears, my darkest secrets. One night I woke up to find my laptop open on the desk, its screen glowing, a video was playing. It was me as a child sitting on my bed crying. I recognized the room. It was the house I grew up in. I had no idea how they got that footage. No one could have had it, not even me. Last night was the worst. I woke up to find the lights in my flat flickering violently. My phone buzzed on the nightstand, vibrating so hard it nearly fell to the floor. I picked it up and a video started playing. It was me, lying in bed, clutching my phone. But the camera angle was impossible. It was as if the video was being recorded from inside my own eyes. I dropped the phone, my breath hitching in my chest. The buzzing stopped. The lights went out. The whispers started again, louder this time, filling the room with a cacophony of voices. I covered my ears, but I could still hear them, their words burrowing into my mind. "You're ours now." I don't know when I passed out, but when I woke up, the flat was silent. The lights were back on. Everything seemed normal, except for the note on the bedside table. It wasn't written this time. It was carved into the wood, deep and jagged, as if someone had used a knife. "We've been inside you all along." I don't think they're just watching anymore. They're in me, under my skin, in my mind. I see them when I close my eyes. I hear them when I'm alone. Sometimes I feel their hands on my shoulders, their breath on my neck. I've tried everything to make it stop, but there's no escape. They're everywhere. In my devices, in the mirrors, in my head. No one believes me. No one can help me. I've stopped trying to fight. I know now there's nothing I can do. The Silent Watchers aren't just watching anymore. They're waiting. And when they finally decide to take me, I won't even see it coming, because they're already here. Please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more terrifying tales.